Rico, 2019 Double XL Freestyle. You were with Cordae and Blueface. Like you got to open that up. That was whole. That was a vibe. Like that was awesome.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed it personally, and I feel like that was kind of my introduction to you in music. Like I hadn't heard of you until that point in time, so it was dope.
That's a good first impression, I guess. That's fire.
That was an awesome first impression. So let's check it out your background, and you're from the East Coast in the Maryland area. I saw here that you were able to catch Little Yachty's attention, and that's how you got on.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we had followed each other on Twitter before he had, I guess, became like, big and famous and shit like that. So yeah, my friends were playing him in the car. I was like, wait a minute, this nigga follows me on Twitter. I know this nigga, we be interacting. And yeah, he invited me to a show. I went to the show. And yeah, from there on, he was just like, if you ever need me to do something, I got you. And yeah.
And like a year after that show, you were headlining that venue on your own.
Yep, sold it out.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like a boss, right?
Yeah.
So how did you get started with music? Like what made you flip the switch and get into writing songs and recording music?
I definitely always wrote because like I was into poetry at a really young age and shit like that. But I feel like I started making music like in the 10th grade. Like I
Okay.
was like skipping school to go to the studio and shit like that. I didn't take it serious though until after I graduated.
Gotcha. So I was reading somewhere that you had a day job and you were working as a nurse, and you quit that job and took your last paycheck to produce a song, and then that song blew up for you. The song iCarly.
Yeah, I took that last paycheck to fund the video, to pay for the video.
That's super dope, and you've just been 110% in the artist lane since then.
I mean, yeah, because like oddly enough, that video did numbers. I mean, it went super crazy, and it kind of like caught me off guard. It really caught me off guard too. So I kind of just rolled with the punches, and I never went back on it.
No, you definitely ain't going back on it. You're rolling with the big dogs. I mean, you are going toe to toe with all the biggest names. And as a female in the game, like I got to salute you and give you a lot of respect. And I'm sure a lot of people aren't, so I want to, but you're really holding strong and doing your thing.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm trying. No problem. You're trying. Well, you're doing it. You're doing it, Ma. You're doing it. What you smoking on today?
Gelato. This is how I like my weed.
Oh, you get the pre-rolls?
No, nice. I roll it up myself, but
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Cool. I knew I had a long day, but that's gelato. It's gelato in this right now.
Hey, that's what's up. I got a little gelato too, and I just had some white cookies earlier.
Oh yeah, gotta love cookies.
Yeah, love the cookies. And so Nightmare Vacation, I've heard 3 songs off of this album, and I really like it. The first one I heard was your club banger, Own It. And we really turned up the end of the summer with this one.
Yeah. Oh, you liked Own It.
I did.
Own It is all about owning your shit. So yeah, you probably did like it.
I did 110%, but I like the club vibe too, like as a DJ, just always kind of been the club rat, club guy, so I like those up-tempo records.
It was weird putting that song out when there weren't no clubs open.
Yeah, I could understand that. I can relate. Unfortunately, here in Wisconsin, our clubs are still open. So, we've been getting down.
Y'all lit out there. I need to come to Wisconsin.
Hell yeah, we would love to have you. So you got your current single right now. You got Gucci Man and Don Toliver on this joint. Don't Like Me. Like, how did you get these guys on the collab?
My A&R brought me the song, and it wasn't until probably like
be like 5 minutes or less. Got 2 more questions for.
Okay, cool.
You're all good?
Yeah.
No.
What was I saying? What I say?
You said your A&R had brought you the Don't Like Me record.
Oh yeah. So he brought me Don't Like Me. Originally, obviously, just had Don Toliver on it. I was super excited. I did it. Me and Don Toliver were trying to figure out who could we get on it to finish the song. We reached out to Gucci. He got back to us pretty fast. And next thing you know, the song was in my email. And I was just really ecstatic about it. Like, honestly, I was like, wow. I kind of couldn't believe that everybody did their shit so fast. But I kind of could believe it because of COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are, you know.
Yeah, what else are they doing?
Yeah.
And Gucci's been about his business, though, man. He's always been a quick turnaround with the verse. So that's solid. I really like this. Don't Like Me's taking off and it's climbing. And I just got my hands on another new one right as your album was coming out. You know, no more Happy Meals, just champagne cheers. I'm loving this. Oh, for real.
Thank you.
Yeah. How did you put this together? I mean, it's such a fierce vibe with this song.
This is definitely one of my favorites too off the album. I feel like with iPhone, Dylan Brady brought me into his world, and with Oh For Real, I was like, you know what I'm saying, come to my world, and I feel like he did that flawlessly. Yeah, so I'm just going hard on there, talking my shit because I feel like, oh, for real, you know what I'm saying? Like whenever somebody talking out their neck, it's like, oh, really? That's how you feel, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you talking your shit, people be like, oh, for real? And it's like, yeah, bitch, really? So I just feel as though it was really fun, like getting that energy out, and I fucking love that song.
I love it. It's extremely relatable. I mean, who doesn't have that moment in life where you're like, for real, like, come on, like it's a hit. It's a hit.
I feel it definitely most when, like, you know what I'm saying, somebody you least expect is hating. It's like, oh, for real? Oh, yeah. For real?
So when you wouldn't expect it from someone on the home team.
Yeah.
So what else is on the album that we should be looking out for? Like what's kind of the unexpected tracks? Like maybe this doesn't gonna be slept on.
I feel like people can definitely look forward to Girl Scouts and Shut the Fuck Up. It's abbreviated STFU. And I also really love the track that I have with Amine and the Smack a Bitch remix with Pipi Cocaine, Ruby Rose, Suki Hana. And I think all my features are pretty fire. I fuck with the one that I have with Trippy too. That one's called Losers. So nice. I don't think I'll put any songs on this album that I don't like. I love all of them.
There's no fillers. Heat, man. I really like Ruby Rose. I'm gonna check that out. I'm looking forward to it. So Nightmare Vacation, it's out here. I have a lot of upcoming artists that listen to my show, and some of them maybe even be female. Could you maybe give some advice to some of these upcoming artists? You know, what would you recommend they do in 2020, 2021 to turn the page and be original with music?
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to be original with music, and I just say that because like there's always been like recreation in music, so I feel like people don't think they have to try. You know, they might make music and live in a certain era and that's their style. So I encourage people to, you know, get familiar with music, study music. If you want to make music, study that shit. Don't just wake up one day and think that you can make a certain type of music out of your box, you know, because I feel like even me, like I didn't just hop in the studio and start making these different songs. Like I studied music. I, you know, got familiar with my voice, and it's okay if the first song doesn't sound amazing. Like music is about trial and error, but most of all, music is about making people feel something. So make sure when you in the booth, you're not giving no fake ass energy, because that shit transmits and they can feel that shit. So, you know, feel it.
I dig it. Nightmare Vacation is going to be available here on Friday. Rico, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much, and I hope you have nothing but success with this album.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.